Whew. quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. A full dive to haul that one in. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Let's talk for a second about Kent State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Golden Flashes in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kent State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fires left. It's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Martin to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Golden Flashes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kent State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the golden flashes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
He's loose. Discards him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on second down. Looking for the score. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The inside handoff.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The golden flashes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Newman. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the golden flashes will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Extending the play. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He uncorks one deep. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The golden flashes are marching down the field. Going to run it. It's Newman. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Flashes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And they go for the sneak on 2nd down and nothing doing. Quarterback looks for a little space. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Going the other way, and he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Hicks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Catch in the middle, it's Etheridge. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very...
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. The Golden Flashes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To the air on first down. The shorthand tips. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the golden flashes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Newman. There he goes! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. Oh, what a cut! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And he was looking for... Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Creates a little space. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Garcia. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's first and 10. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Defenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the... He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Berry. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it... Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Newman. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Garcia. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released. lost the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Trailing by a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because it...
And he motors into the end zone. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Garcia. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on... You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on another team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires one high and deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. So Buffalo's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's... Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry up. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. They stop him at the 32, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the... He's got it, first down and more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Golden Flashes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks, it's Garcia. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Doak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. Then why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He
On the set. Pound 55 weak.
to the air on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first and 10 from the 35.
Easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Another fourth down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. And the Golden Flashes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood,